The Joe Cronin Show.
I hope you hang your mother. This country sucks! This place sucks! CNN masturbated all fucking day. Dude, I will eat your fucking asshole out and then spit it into your mouth, baby bird style. Who wants to go? Call the show. I'll fuck your ass! I wanna kill myself! If I think it sucks, I tell you!
The Joe Cronin Show.
Seen anything of the mark since Cody Parkey yesterday. This show is beyond saving.
Robert Hall 85, what's up, Robert? Thank you for the donation, man. I apologize. Skype is retarded right now. Skype has made me update to the new Skype, I've had the same version of Skype for 8 months. I've refused to download the new one because of how screwed up it is. And tonight it says it will not allow me to use it without downloading it. Robert Hall, what's up, man? So we are I'm just trying to sift through this bullshit here of Skype right now. As you can hear, it's just going off like crazy. It's all fucked up, bro. So I will be right with you guys to talk about Raw, take your live calls, and to get gritty. Robert Hall. Get gritty with my private parts, son.
Over 50 million views. You're listening to The Joe Cronin Show. The Joe Cronin Show.
The Joe Cronin Show.
I hope you hang your mother. This country sucks! This place sucks! CNN masturbated all fucking day. Dude, I will eat your fucking asshole out and then spit it into your mouth, baby bird style. Who wants to go? Call the show. I'll fuck your ass! I wanna kill myself! If I think it sucks, I tell you!
The Joe Cronin Show.
Wow, this is pretty fucking retarded. This is fucking retarded, man. I'm gonna fucking choke somebody! Dude, I'm gonna fucking bash someone's fucking head open in a second. What the fuck, dude? What the fuck? You faggot fucking Microsoft Windows faggots. Oh my god, dude, this is fucking enraging. This is fucking enraging. Why the fuck do you fucking automatically goddamn fucking make people update to a piece of shit?
Over 50 million views. You're listening to the Joe
God
Cronin
damn
Show.
it! Shut the fuck up, Skype. We'll just sit here all day. Fucking piece of shit.
You hang your mother. This country sucks. This place sucks.
Wow, really great.
CNN
Really great.
all fucking day.
Really great.
Spit it in your mouth, baby.
And that's why you don't fucking download the new Skype. That's the reason why I didn't want the new fucking dumb Skype. You fucking cum guzzling cum fuckers. This is why I don't want the new Skype. But no, we gotta sit here and listen to this shit because there's no way to turn the notification alert off. Wow, this is great. Wow, so good, Microsoft. You fucking criminal idiots. You retarded fag fucks. Let's just sit here and fucking listen to it all the fucking over again. Enjoy the fucking sounds. Oh, I love the sounds, Microsoft. I'm so glad that I can listen to fucking bling, bling. I'm live right now. And I'm ready to fucking smash this computer into pieces right now. I'd like to take Jake's call if Skype wasn't a fucking cum-guzzling faggot. There's nothing you can do. I've tried this. All right, let me just deal with it.
Isn't it?
Maybe, I don't know. Hit the button, see if it stopped anyway before you did that. It's just fucking gay. It's fucking retarded, fucking stupid shit. The new Skype. Oh, I can't. The latest Skype. I can't wait to hear it. Sounds so good. Wow, the latest Skype. Thank you, Skype. Wow, you really did a great job. Every single time you upgrade over the last 5 years, how did every upgrade get worse? And now we're at the point where you can't even shut those fucking dumb sounds off. And guess what? I bet you when I take calls, I won't be able to take more than one call. I bet you that happens. I bet you I won't be able to take phone calls while having Jake on the phone. I bet you that will happen too. So I can't wait for that. You stupid retards. I would like to fucking put a bullet in your mother's cunt. Wow, somebody just sent me a photo from way back in my high school days. Wow, look at that. Thanks to Brett. I know this is really weird, but the band that I was in a band in high school called The Severed Comprehension. And this is totally off topic of wrestling, and we will get to wrestling in a minute. I'm just trying to figure out what's going on with Skype. Let's just take a look at this photo that this guy sent me because it's pretty funny. Look at that. Look at that fucking necklace that I'm wearing. What the what the fuck, dude? This is 2002. 2002, yeah. Wow. We won the Battle of the Bands. Look at my fucking neck. What's going on there? Wow, I love how every yearbook looks like it's from 1800s because you have to use black and white ink that turns tan eventually. So everybody can look like they were in a Western at one point. But look at that hair, man. What the fuck with this? Right here, this fucking the fucking look at that fucking wavy hair. Look at why the fuck do I have a glove on? What the fuck? Oh my god, dude. What the fuck of all hell? Dude, all right, I can understand almost everything, but one thing I can't figure out is the glove. All right, I can back up everything here, but I don't know what's up with the glove. I don't even remember wearing that thing. I might have fisted myself in the ass with that glove. Oh my god, dude. Man, my neck was in shape there, you know? I mean, I was wrestling then and stuff. So it was shit, that thing was losing its mind. It was like out of its control. It was like fucking how did my neck shrink? I mean, it could be the hockey injury, but god damn did my neck shrink. Where's Jake DeMarco? Maybe he can try calling now. Maybe I don't want to call him because he'll probably fuck up. Jake, if you're listening, try to call me now, man. Let's see if we can do this, even though Skype's a piece of shit. You know what's funny though? When Jake calls me, it's gonna go bloom 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 bloom, and there won't be a way to turn the sound off. But there always was a way to turn the sound off. So I don't quite understand what the fuck happened to Microsoft, but it is gone to complete shit. What?
What version is it?
Of what?
Skype.
It's the new one, whatever the brand new one is.
It's gonna say a type at the top, like it'll say 1.
I don't know. It's the brand new one, whatever the brand new one is. Like it's the absolute brand newest one, and they won't let me downgrade because they took away my downgraded Skype, which is the one that worked. Shout out to Brett for sending me that. It's just ridiculous. So, I mean, if it doesn't work, we'll just go to Discord like we used to. So, let's just go to the donations while we wait here, because now it says I missed a call from Jake, but the call never came up. Let me just call him. What the fuck with this? Dude, I fucking want to stab Skype. I'm at the point where I want to murder somebody. Like live, right now. Hey, can you hear me? Can you hear me, Jake?
People online are saying to sign in through a web browser and then turn your web browser sounds down.
Oh my god, dude, I am gonna kill myself. Like, I'm gonna straight up gonna kill myself. Like, I'm looking at Jake right now, and he's like looking at me like I'm retarded. Apparently, Jake doesn't have volume for some reason, or I don't have volume. You can hear me. Oh, and now we're getting alerts every time somebody calls. Just shoot me in the fucking head, man. Just shoot me in the fucking goddamn head. Alright, looks like we're going to Discord, because this ain't gonna happen. Fuck this. Discord time. Skype's done. It's over with. That's the end of Skype. That's the end of that's the end of an era right there. That is the end of an era. Because I've tried the new Skype. That's 6 months ago I tried the new Skype, and there was no way to have multiple people call in. I mean, you could add people to the call like video callers, but there was no way to take phone calls while having people on the call. It was very impossible. And not only that, but you could definitely not hear the donations or sounds when people were on the calls. So that's it, man. That's the end of Skype. They forced me to update tonight, and that's going to be the end of them. So we're going to go over to, I guess, Discord, which we'll have to figure out all over again, because I just can't believe it. I'll be in the JCS live one. God damn you, fucking Skype.
Do a little basketball dance off the concrete. I mean, I'm just so sick of you little meth head devil worshippers.
After the shit they have had,
I'll be honest, I'd like to take a big bite out of your face.
Just put a bullet
New
in
Year,
me.
same raw 3/10 fook outta here.
Lewis Money, what's up, Money? It's like they tried to fucking be cute tonight. Like, look, we're doing things like it was the same thing. So this was the answer we've been waiting for. Mr. Money, Lewis Money, thank you for the $10, man. Thank you for the $10 super chat, bro. We were wondering what the answer tonight was going to be. You know, we were wondering whether tonight we were going to get, you know what? You're a fucking moaning bitch, you faggot pussy fuck. Because you want to talk shit, motherfucker? Dude, I'll fuck your mother till she's dead, bro. Then I'll drag her dead corpse to your kids, and I'll fucking show them grandma's fucking rotted fucking skin. Nelson Bennett, you cum-guzzling fuck. Are you anything like Mike Bennett, the cucked-out fuck man that talks about positivity all day on Facebook and Twitter? You moaning motherfucker. Goddamn Skype worked perfectly, and you can ask anybody that ever used Skype on YouTube in the past 7 years. This sucks, and they don't know what they're doing, bro. This ain't moaning. This is fucking telling the truth. This is showing you real life, showing you what a company did to a program that actually worked before. This isn't that I'm stupid and don't know how to use it. This is they broke the fucking thing. This is Xbox releasing DRM. This is Xbox being cum guzzlers. This is Xbox calling Xbox One instead of something better. You stupid fuck. So I'll tell you something about moaning, motherfucker. I will moan all night long while I come inside your fucking rotted corpse fucking mother pussy hole, you motherfucker. So suck a damn dick, you stupid fuck. I hope Hulk Hogan goes full on racist on your fucking goddamn mother, and he fucking goes back to fucking 1940 on her, you stupid motherfucker. I hope your fucking rowboat flips over in Canopy Lake Park in New Hampshire with your kids in it, and you all go to the bottom, and then a couple years later they make a ride after you called Loser Fuck Family Drowning Cannonball, and then everybody has a fucking fun time on that fucking ride. Okay? You stupid bitch. I hope you fucking squander your life savings on fucking dildo practice. Okay? You dirty motherfucker. You whore of a man. You deadbeat dad who diddles fucking ferrets. Hey, Jay, can you hear me?
I think we have success.
Oh, man. You
ferret diddler.
You deadbeat dad that dills fucking... Oh, man. The best thing was when I said that I hope Hogan goes racist on him and his family's probably white. I hope Hogan hates on your white family, you honky. Anyway,
Look like shit, huh?
What was that? Me?
No, Hogan.
Oh, do I look like shit? I was like, oh, maybe I look like shit.
No,
yeah. So,
Hogan, looked a bit rough
Hogan looked like a real old man.
He just looked old. He didn't. It wasn't even just that he looked old. He just looked drained.
Yeah, he actually looked like a real old guy for the first time. Many years of wondering, you know, Hogan was old, but now he really looked old tonight. For once.
Yeah, that immortal line isn't up to snuff.
So I'm trying to figure out shit. I will just have to do things this way tonight, and I'll have to work on a new way to fix things. This is not the time to have to reinvent the whole way I do the show, because I'm busy doing all the house shit. And I really haven't been doing... The last 2 days I've been away. I've been just doing house stuff. I haven't made videos. I haven't been home. I need to bring all this stuff there. And then Wednesday, the internet guys coming to hook up the internet at my place. And all this shit. So, anyway, the bottom line is... What the fuck is in my mouth right now? The bottom line is... We got the answer we wanted, which was like they tried to do something. Which, again... wasn't enough. I didn't think it was like Looney Tunes to start Raw, which I kind of was interesting in a way. Some things were interesting tonight. Like you could tell they were trying to do something like, oh my God, we're going to start Raw. It's going to be so chaotic. And, you know, people aren't going to know what's going on. And they were right. You know, they were right. That fucking, you couldn't tell, you know, it was chaotic. It was kind of crazy. And then all of a sudden they're in a 6-man tag, and then things
the thing was, though, it was chaotic, but not in a good way. I mean, it was hard to make sense of what was going on, who was attacking who. and where it started from. It just, those camera angles that they use are pathetic. And there's just so many better ways to direct the action. You missed out on anything decent that was going on, and you felt like you came into it late, and that's the problem. You don't want to start off a show feeling like you missed, the main event or what's happening, everything that led up to that or what transpired. Even if you want to start off right in the middle of a big brawl, they could do that, but they just, there was no focus, there was no focal point. It just felt like a total mess.
Yeah, it felt like they were they were on crack cocaine just for no reason.
And then they have Cena come out like the janitor to clean up everybody's mess, and it was a bit awkward. It was very disjointed in the sense that, like, all right, everybody's fighting, and then John Cena, hey, there he is. Drew comes out and gives the promo that Becky and John joked about on SmackDown last week. John mockingly said, well, let's see who's going to come out and say that, they're ready to kill the legend and all the stuff that he had said.
Yeah.
And that's exactly what Drew came out and did tonight. And Cena kind of called him out for it, saying that I've heard all this, what makes you different than anyone else. But still, why would they have him give that promo?
That was weird.
Knowing that they just called him out for anybody doing that type of thing on SmackDown. They literally said, everybody's come out, they speak their piece, they sound like an idiot, and then Cena shuts him up. And that's exactly what we got tonight too. Same result. Cena shut him up.
Yeah, I didn't like that. What interested me about the whole thing was I started thinking like, oh, this is a new era, this is the shakeup, this is all kinds of whatever. And I said, oh my God, are they gonna have Drew McIntyre beat John Cena one-on-one tonight and maybe even bloody him or something and put over Drew McIntyre insanely right now? If they did that, that'd be awesome. Because I thought it was kind of cool the way that they opened tonight. Like, it was chaotic and crazy, and then all of a sudden Cena's coming out. And even though it didn't really make a whole lot of sense, at least it was interesting. I was like, what the hell's going on? So then if Drew McIntyre then fought Cena and Drew McIntyre had won, I would have been like, holy shit.
That would have been explosive. Now, this doesn't bury Drew, but it certainly doesn't help him at all. And that was a lot of the problem tonight. No one outright got buried for losing, but no one looked great.
No.
In defeat or in victory. And that's the problem. It didn't push anything forward. Not a single thing advanced whatsoever in my eyes. And the 6-man tag match was fun, but they have Finn Balor be like the hero on the good side, come out, to be the 6th man for the tag and be the one to even the odds. I feel like that role should have been more reserved for Seth. I mean, granted, that's a nitpick, but in hindsight, you need to have a top guy again. You need to have several top guys, and you're just throwing people around aimlessly. So it's really hard to cement anyone and build someone up when you're just tossing the ball around all willy-nilly. It's very frustrating.
Yeah, I don't think it made any sense much, but it was fun, at least.
Yeah, it was an enjoyable 6-man tag. The work was solid. It came across well, but problem is that after the match, you have Triple H and Seth's interaction, which wasn't a bad interaction between the two, but now, he said that this is the Seth he wanted to see, and he's going to go ahead and get his rematch. Again, it doesn't feel like, Seth the other day at a house show announced that he's going to the Rumble. Well, he just said that he's going to the Rumble and he's focused on bigger and better things. He wants the main event Mania. Why are you worried about getting the IC title back then? I mean, I know it's just for filler to advance time and end the night with something bigger, but realistically, he just got done saying on WWE.com and Twitter and YouTube and all that he's entering himself in the Rumble and he's going for the championship. He's going to main event Mania, and he's looking forward. But now you're going backwards by trying to get your title back. So which is it?
Yeah, I don't know. And I didn't even think, honestly, I was so, this was too much. I don't know if it was I was tired or there's so much stuff going on that I didn't even notice that shit. Wasn't even thinking about that. I was just literally looking at what I saw and thinking, is this entertaining me? I was so dumbed down tonight. I was very dumbed down. Myself.
But that's it's not just you though. A lot of people just are taking things at face value, but there's hardly any enjoyment from that. That's the problem. Did you enjoy anything from tonight?
I liked the Mean Gene tribute, and I liked for a little bit. I kind of liked the way it opened, kind of chaotic. Like I didn't know what was going to happen, but then when I got the result of what was going to, when I found out what was happening, then it became a letdown. Like pretty much everything else. I was so
excited that we were going to get that one-on-one match, McIntyre, Cena. I'm like, wow, this is going to be epic. Even if it's a short match, if it's a squash, a bear, no matter what, for Drew to possibly get the chance to get over on Cena. Oh no, that's not going to happen.
WWE used to build excitement and then deliver sometimes, or kind of like keep you interested and then deliver. Now I feel like they get you excited and then disappoint. And it's like it's constant, and that's why people stop watching WWE right now. I feel like because they're like, "Well, look at this," and you're like, "Well, what's that?" And then they go, "It's a gobbledygooker," and then you just go, "What the fuck?" Yeah, you're like, "Oh wow, what's happening? Raw's starting with a fight? Like, well, this is crazy. What's going on? I wonder what's gonna happen." Oh, nothing. And now John Cena's coming out. What the hell? It just seemed like a stage thing. Like, and even when the wrestlers came onto the stage fighting, the crowd cheered, almost like a group of people came onto the stage of a play. That's a big thing I noticed. It didn't feel like it was a real fight was happening. It felt like
a theatrical performance.
Yeah, like people you've been waiting forever to see in that iconic opening on a theater play, and they came out on a stage and people couldn't help but cheer, or whatever, or at the beginning of like a Star Wars movie or something, and when it's the midnight release or whatever, and people start cheering.
That's what wrestling is. It is in a sense.
It is, but it felt weird.
It's the lost art of the stage show, but it's just. It used to be able to suspend your disbelief more and fall into line with the characters. You knew their motivations, and you were consumed by their likes, their power, their tenacity, all that. We don't have that anymore, so it just feels fake. So it really feels like you're watching a show rather than watching real life transpire. So it's looking like we're getting the classic Vince McMahon of, we're gonna shake things up, and then nothing happens. So like everybody thought because they came, well, not everybody, a lot of people thought because they came out and acknowledged that there's this major problem going on, that we were actually going to see a change this time because, oh shit, they're aware that like there's fucking people are pissed. This isn't like the other times. There is going to be change. And nope.
Is Kane and I'm donating.
What's up to the big bad omen? We got to keep that house.
R.I.P. Mean Gene. Old school JCS Army tonight with NullDeath, $, the Bad Man and the Ministry Elite in the house.
Hell yeah.
Hey Mustang Man, Joe got his house and you still live in your mom's twat box filled with cat piss. Go rape Sniffles, you cunt bitch.
Oh my god, dude. Go rape Sniffles, you cat cunt bitch. This video will be demonetized tonight. I will just say that right from the beginning, from all the swearing at the beginning of the show. I will be demonetized. Bad Omen 666. Bad Omen, I love you, dude. Thank you. I'll tell you guys more about all that shit later, too.
Do 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 do
do do do do do. That was probably in reference to all the notification sounds. There's no way to fix it, I don't believe. So
no, you have to just wait till they all come in because I shut mine off. And it goes far back.
You just got fucking drowned out, bitch. Gorilla Strong.
Sasha's back must be destroyed after carrying that sack of Samoan shit Nia Jax. 300 pounds of shit jello shoved into a size small latex bodysuit makes her back look like a can of busted biscuits.
Busted.
Well, she said she was 300 ounces tonight. Remember?
Yeah.
300 ounces. So gotta make sure you, what is that, 3 pounds? 5 pounds? Come on.
Gorilla Strong, thanks for the $7. I also don't know why Discord is so low sounding. It's so fucking low sounding. Why the fuck
turn
is
myself up too if you need me to?
Oh yeah, that could be it. You just sound so low. Solo, Han Solo.
Han Solo.
Thai guy.
Said that at the same time. That's pathetic.
Well, we're losers.
Baby.
This just proves we're losers. We're watching wrestling in 2018, so there's something wrong right there. So that's all you need to know.
Super chat.
Joe, how's ya fucking neck? Didn't watch Raw drum megaphone loudspeaker.
That neck was huge, Shy God, man. I showed a picture from earlier of me, and wow. That neck was loaded, bro. That neck was loaded.
Super chat.
Nelson Bennett is a FAILLURRREEE. What a dilda.
Oh, where is that? I can't even play sound clips right now. I gotta restart my computer.
Super chat.
Everything's not now, but
Dare I say, try Uvu.
no, fuck Uvu. Oh my god, we'll never use Uvu again. Oh my Christ. Did they fix it? I mean, God, Uvu is so bad, like, and you can't take phone calls on Uvu, but
Shit bomb.
I don't know.
Raw was great tonight, 10 out of 10. Loved the verbal exchange between Cena and Drew. Opening match was fun. Rude and Gable showed their dominance. Sasha finally gets her shot. Hogan's made me cry and main event was awesome.
CJ Crumb loving the show tonight. Let me tell you about
If you can get some enjoyment out of it, do it.
Well, he gave it a 10 out of 10.
Yeah, I mean he's crazy in my eyes, but if you can find a way to enjoy it, go for it.
That's crazy, but I mean, I will say that I liked so I'm not joking. I think he's kind of right about some of that. I liked Drew McIntyre and Cena's exchange, and after that chaotic scene, but then when I found out that it's a 6-man tag, I was like, oh fuck no. But then the 6-man tag was good, so then I was like, oh well, the ending was good, especially so that was kind of cool. That the end was pretty good.
You know, Seth to walk away victorious there, since he was going to challenge for the IC title later, even though him challenging for the title doesn't quite line up with everything that they've been building. But it made sense, you know, for what they were building tonight. The 6-man tag wasn't bad. It was just underwhelming when the alternative that they were teasing was so much more, you know, better to whet our appetites.
Yeah, I mean, I wanted the Cena versus McIntyre thing to happen, but but then I had to watch it, so then I said I thought it was pretty good, especially at the end. The first half not as good with all the commercials and whatever, but the ending was pretty good. Seth really, the match was getting better and better, kind of. It was sort of like getting better. Like it started like, oh, fucking this sucks. And then the commercials and whatever. But by the time it kept going and started getting better and better, and then when Seth leaped out of the ring and then did the moonsault immediately off the second turnbuckle or whatever it was, which shocked everybody, because that's a hell of a move, and nobody saw that coming, and people just really really popped for that. By the way, Himmelgod was in the crowd tonight.
Yeah, he was there live. So.
But so that really was a great spot in that match that really brought it up another level, and then it got people going. So I will say that.
Yeah, once Rollins took the hot tag at the end there too. I mean, he gets the Falcon Arrow. That's a quick 2 count. Goes for the frog splash, and then he ends up getting the stomp for the win. And it's like just big move after big move, all in succession, like you said with the moonsault as well. It just Rollins really, really delivered at the end there and made it a pretty hyped up scenario. So
you sound so
fun
good
to watch him, but
you sound so good on Discord, man.
The clarity.
Yeah, you sound like you're
so much better on here.
You sound like you're right in my living room, man, talking to me dirty in my ear right now.
Ooh, baby.
Like I'm seriously ready to go. What else did CJ Crumb say? So yeah, the revival thing was all right. I mean, kind of.
Yeah, I know they're stretching that feud on, but I'm just not interested in it at all at this point.
What do you mean?
I know everyone's laughing about the tights with the FTR on it. Fuck the revival hashtag.
Yeah,
it's not a sign to me though. I don't take that as they're anybody's coming, or I think it was just them acknowledging the joke, a bit of the meme.
It just was whatever. It was like, all right, they're in a match. Good. They did some good. They did sort of the. The Ric Flair ending, WrestleMania 8. Macho Man won the title. He had the tights. Flair's talking about how he got ripped off. Revival, had their foot on the ropes and they lost. So they're going to talk about how they got ripped off to keep going. So it's one of those things where I feel like nowadays a lot of wrestling fans, like whenever they're trying to sort of like build something up a little bit or keep something going, you know, a lot of fans just see, oh, the Revival lost, I'm mad now. And it's like, well, but they're setting up this thing, you know, and just people get pissed. But I don't know what could have happened that would have made people happy. Would have been Bobby Roode finally turns heel on Gable, and then Revival wins the titles, and that's it. And the Revival goes on a long heel run with the belts. I mean, that it seems like the Revival should be going on a long heel run.
It's all a matter of the opponents, honestly, Joe, because everyone seems to, you know, be behind the Revival still, but no one has any interest in Gable and Roode, and that's really the biggest problem here. They want them to lose, not just in the typical sense of they want their other guys to win, but because they care about them so little, they just have no interest in seeing them even be in the match, and that's a real hindrance to this feud.
It feels like the casuals are like, oh yeah, Roode and Gable, I guess we'll sort of clap a little bit, and then there's a lot of other people that are like, I like the Revival.
Getting a reaction at all?
Not much, no. So even if Roode flips on Gable, it won't matter, because it'll just be like people will just say, oh, I didn't really care about them anyway. So
exactly, and it was you know, rather short lived in the grand scheme of things, and unfortunately, you know, like you said, the audience doesn't have any compassion for, you know, them as a team together. So killing them off does nothing emotionally.
Yeah, it's not like the Rockers, like you cared about Marty Jannetty and Shawn Michaels. It's not like any other tag team too, where it's like, you know, you cared a little bit about everybody. So it's like the Revival. I think at this point, it's just kind of like you gotta. What are you gonna do besides put the belts on the Revival and make them go on a heel run? Because you have no tag team, so just give the belts to the Revival and let them go on a like holding on the belts until somebody better comes along, until the crowd finally says we like this tag team. You know what I mean?
Yeah, like they, you know, the people were able to resonate with the B team. They were the underdogs. You were able to get behind them. They had a bit of a story that was somewhat, I don't want to say quite uplifting, but you know, there was something there. There was a semblance of goodwill, you know, with those two. They were beaten down by the Miz continually. We didn't get to go ahead and see much from them in terms of wrestling for quite some time. So seeing them back in the ring, knowing that they were, you know, the underlings and the underdogs for so long, it was fun to see them win through silly and nefarious means. They weren't exactly, you know, dominant in the ring, but they kept messing up and ending up victorious. So it was funny to see what was going to happen each week. How are they going to win this time? How are they going to, you know, get one over on their opponents without actually being, you know, really victorious? Here we don't have that. There's nothing fun. There's nothing amusing. The only thing we got was, you know, a few piss jokes a few weeks back with the AOP, who weren't on TV at all again. So,
yeah, and I don't know what they do with them at this point now, without Paul Ellering and with whatever and the Revivals in this thing now. I mean, again, I really think like you need to go with the mentality of like the closers, like the closers in like Top Rope Promotions, right? My independent company that I call wrestling for. I don't really call for them anymore, but basically, Leah, can you turn down that monitor? That's wicked loud. Leah.
Yeah, well, in a minute.
Oh, okay. I didn't know you heard me. The Revival is like they need to do what the closers did, which is like nobody else was really around, so they won the belts, you know, out of nefarious means. You know, put two faces together that people kind of like, and then have the Revival beat them and become the, you know, the tag team champions, and then just let these guys go on a run with the belts, and you know, have them beat everybody, beat the shit out of everybody, and just make them tag champs for a year if you have to. However long it has to go until somebody better comes along, until the crowd cheers for somebody else. And if the crowd doesn't start cheering for somebody else and starts liking the Revival, then just flip the Revival face, and then they're the tag team champions.
6 months out of them that way once you flip them. Exactly.
Yeah, I mean, just do that, because there's nothing else better, it seems like, that's going to happen.
Yeah, I mean, there is no, you know, other compelling teams at this point in time.
Kenny Omega, please don't come here. Go to AEW or whatever.
Yeah, it really doesn't seem likely from what I'm hearing. I mean, it was a possibility. WWE really put all of their remaining goodwill and stock into, their offers, but doesn't seem like it's going to come to fruition.
Can you imagine the type of offers they must have offered him if they don't get Kenny Omega?
Apparently I've heard the first offer was 3.5 million, but it's since almost doubled. They offered him help with his gaming channel to, help with his gaming aspirations, things like that.
That's the weirdest thing. That is just the weirdest thing, dude. That is so bizarre. Like, think about this. It's 2018. Can you imagine WWE wanting, like, the services of Steve Austin back in the day and being like, here, but we'll help you with your gaming channel if you sign with us? Like, what
it's
the
like offering
fuck?
A portable bar, My interest is drinking.
Yeah, well, like, we'll guarantee you a deal with Budweiser. Like, I mean, it's not even like that at all, though. That's more like, like, dude, your video game channel, dude, come on. Xavier Woods, you know what, bro? Shoot yourself, bro. I hate your channel. I hate up, up, down, down sucks. Okay? You know what your channel should be called? Fucking Control Alt Delete, you stupid idiot. I hate Xavier Woods ever since his dumb comments. I used to like him, man.
He ruined himself with the fans.
Yeah, you suck it. Why don't you go bang Paige's coked out ass again? Idiot.
Anybody that was left white knighting and defending Nia after she made the whitewashing comments recently, there's no one left defending her now. All of her friends in the back that were still defending her when she broke Becky's face. Now, no one's speaking up and defending her. You don't have the Bellas coming to her rescue and, Ember Moon and people like that after she made that whitewashing comment last week. So,
you know what's funny is this is what happens to these dumb millennial, like, and I'm saying millennial, like they're the Generation Z people. So many of these kids now, and maybe Nia Jax is included. I don't even know how old Nia is, but maybe she's like reminds me of the SJW morons, like, oh, I deserve this. You fucking, like, I heard. We've been talking about it for a long time, but today I was listening to I think I was listening to Rogan again or something today. Joe Rogan. Like, I was working on the house, and he had somebody on who said, the teachers were reported because the teacher was like, oh God, just shoot me or something like that. And then somebody was like, that's like, they reported him like, cause it's like offensive to them or it triggered them or something. Like it made them feel upset that the teacher was like,
oh God,
he like forgot his book at home and was like, oh damn it, shoot me. God damn it. Oh, shoot me. Or I should, oh God, shoot me. He said something like that, like, oh, shoot or shit. But instead he said, shoot me. And then the person was like, you shouldn't have said that. Like, what?
You've offended me. Like I said, the worst thing to be nowadays is offended.
There's something wrong. No, the best thing is to be offended because they all get rewarded for it. Like, dude, what is wrong with this world right now? Like, I can't even... And Nia Jax is right out of that shit, dude. And so she goes on Twitter, and she's part of this generation that, like, this new generation of, like, you get rewarded for calling people out for stuff, for calling shit out, or even if you get somebody fired or in trouble or whatever, you're rewarded for it. So that's why Nia Jax tweets out like, "Oh, we here too." Like, you know what? The Twinkies are there too. You fucking gigantic fucking lard of fuck. I goddamn.
I mean, that whole segment, A Moment of Bliss or whatever they called it tonight. A Moment with Bliss, excuse me, because they really got to get those creative juices really flowing. I mean, it wasn't a great segment to begin with. Ronda wasn't really having a lot of energy and coming across strong. Bliss isn't quite, suitable for that interviewer role, I feel. At least just maybe the chemistry was off between both of them tonight. But fucking hell, like I said on Twitter, Nia tanked that already not great segment. That tongue clicking, that she did, that was like nails on a chalkboard for me. I was so fucking infuriated every time she did that clicking. I wanted to break my fucking head through the TV. And she not only just like continually forgot every fucking line that they had at least bullet pointed for her beforehand, but she killed anything good about Raw that came before.
Let's beast.
Yeah, I agree.
That fucking stupid bitch ruined any goodwill the show built up. She literally went ahead and made me, for the first time ever, I'm when you're down on Raw and all that, I'm like, oh God, this is bad. But she actually made me just want to turn it off. And that never happens. There's always bad Raws, and we've sat through some shit. We've sat through some abysmal, horrible Raws. But I'm like, I got to stay with it for the review. I got to stay with it, so this way we can talk about it. Tonight was the first time where I truly was like, I need to turn this off. I need to walk away, or I can't stand her. She just irks me to the nth degree.
It's like watching somebody who's not didn't deserve it make it, is this in the play or something on the they let the person play football because their dad knew somebody, but he's like an idiot. It's like that. It's bizarre.
Yeah, their uncle used to be a star, player and then coach.
Yeah.
So now they automatically get, drafted onto the team. It's the same thing. She's related to The Rock, and she's got the ins. So.
I kind of liked what they did in a way, though. I liked the little Bliss segment and the look of it, reminding me of a 90s show, little Piper's Pit type of thing with Alexa Bliss. A million people have done these.
But I think it'll work for Bliss. I just don't think. I just think her and Rhonda weren't clicking tonight. It seemed like Rhonda didn't really have that much energy. She wasn't all too with it.
Rhonda was away. Yeah, I almost forgot she was there. She did that smiling thing when the crowd was reacting, but most people were booing her, cheering for Becky, but she was still smiling like, oh my God, they love me. I'm Rhonda. Oh my God.
And I am very thankful that she called out Sasha. That was unexpected. I didn't see that coming. I'm like, well, here's the one thing new that we got all night and something that was truly unexpected. I figured she was talking about Becky at first.
Yeah, and then she said Becky.
Like, I wonder if she's going to go ahead and refer to Natalya because she's good friends. And I'm like, wow, she said Sasha. Now, Sasha will obviously get defeated at the Rumble, but at least they're giving her a little bit of the limelight, a chance to go ahead and show off her talents. And I think hopefully what they're going to do, I imagine, is still just have them win the tag team titles at Mania. I imagine that's what they're doing, but at least it showcases her in the meantime, and she's just not completely off TV.
I like that Sasha was something like bitch what line, and then she just walked to the ring and was like, fight me now, let's go. And I thought that was kind of cool, and they kind of had a weird match, where it looked like any minute Sasha was going to be actually hurt. It was very bizarre. I thought a weird sort of match that I don't know.
Super Chat Party.
Musical note: Oh Young Bucks and Cody. Oh Young Bucks and Cody.
Oh yeah, Vinnie Mac. Thank you for the $2. I was at the house all day today, guys, working on some things, painting some rooms. We've been back and forth there. Wednesday, we get internet. Wednesday, the Fios guy shows up, and I will have internet, so I'll be doing shows from there, and I'll be able to start actually doing a lot of shows again. I know the last couple of days I've been kind of quiet. I haven't really released any videos. Nothing's been on Patreon, really, the last couple of days. So shout out to all the people that became patrons and everything. I will be back up and running Wednesday or Thursday.
Super Chat Party.
Remember when Junior would say we have took all of our commercial breaks now? I swear there's a break every 10 minutes now. How can you follow something that's broke up so much? Hashtag Skype is lackluster.
Fuck Skype. Alan Samways. Wow, Alan, dude, what is up, dude? How you been, man? Yeah, the other thing is, can Michael Cole stop saying fired up every 30 seconds? Everybody's fired up, dude. They're wrestling. Get over it. Every time someone has an intense look, Michael Cole goes, oh, Seth Rollins is fired up. It's like everyone's fired up. Even Corey.
Everyone's addresses, man. I got everyone's fucking addresses, man.
Hopefully everyone stay safe in following weeks. It's about to get wild. Sorry, off topic.
What the hell does that mean? I'm so old school. Thanks for the $5 super chat, but what the hell does that mean? Stay safe? Oh, is he talking about the winter? Is he talking about winter because of the snow and it's about ready to go down and everything? Yeah, my first experiences in my new houses, or my first house, is going to be fucking digging fucking snow out.
Yeah, you're going to have to unbury yourself, I should say.
That's why the couple sold the house, too. They took off. They're like, we're the fuck out of here.
We're going somewhere warm.
We're going to North Carolina. That's where they went. They went to Tommy's World. I'm so old school. Thank you for the donation. You helped me keep my house. I appreciate it.
Pour me a beer.
Going to North
You've got a new
Kakalaki.
subscriber.
The Packer Man 71. Thanks for subbing to the Joe Cronin Show YouTube channel. I'll have a drink for you, bro. Let's all drink, man. Everybody drink it up. Oh, this is from yesterday. The Packer Man, thank you for the donation, man. I appreciate it. Sorry about the audio trouble tonight, guys. I just
Shit bomb.
Remember when everyone was saying that the broken gimmick would be a huge deal in WWE?
It should have been. CJ Crumb, thanks for the $5. Yeah, it should have been, but then they never used it until like the very end. Then they finally gave Matt a deletion. They didn't explain the broken gimmick at all. So if you're trying to say that, remember when everybody said that the broken gimmick would be good in WWE? Look what happened. Well, that's not Matt's fault. It's WWE's fault. They didn't let him do the gimmick. He didn't really do the gimmick. He just started going, oh. They didn't fucking film anything. There was no new stories of stuff. There was no background story to what the fuck Matt was even doing. So to 80% of the crowd, he was just acting weird as shit. And people were like...
He was just laughing, maniacally. And,
what is
then
this?
Eventually talking to some animals.
It was basically like, here's this character. Haha. Like, do you like it? And people went, I guess so. Like, that's kind of what people did.
Understood what the point of the delete chant was.
Nobody quite got the delete.
They were supposed to say, but no one actually understood, what it was, the purpose of the deletion was.
It'd be like if it'd be like if Stone Cold Steve Austin, it was the Attitude Era, it was like 1998. Stone Cold Steve Austin was in the ring, and the WWE audience was like cheering for his stuff, right? Like, there was signs like Stone Cold says, "I just whooped your ass," and all these things. And then Steve Austin goes to a different wrestling company, and 80% of the fans in that wrestling company don't know him, don't know what he does, don't know what he said, don't know what he's done in the past. And then they don't use him the same way WWE does. They don't use him in a storyline with the boss. They don't use him as this badass beer swilling guy. But every once in a while he comes out and he just goes, "Oh, hell yeah." And then he goes, "What?" And then things like that. And then people just go like, what is this guy doing? Like, I don't understand it. The crowd doesn't fucking understand what's going on.
It's catchy, so they'll go along with it. They might start chanting along with him, but they don't get it. They don't know what's happening. They don't know why he's saying these things.
So they might go along a little bit like, okay. And then people might start realizing, oh, this guy talks about delete. Okay, I get it kind of now, I guess. But it's such a fucking bastard version of what,
Total Far Cry.
Like, there should have been, like, we should have saw 3 deletions with Matt Hardy. We should have saw stories about that built up. Wasn't his Bray Wyatt deletion, too, just kind of, wait a minute, was it Bray Wyatt? I don't even remember the deletion.
Yeah, it was Bray Wyatt, and a lot of it was,
rushed.
Like a retelling of what they did in the original deletion, but just on such a shitty copycat level.
Yeah, and I don't think it was copycat enough, because I think if they had copycatted, I think they would have nailed it.
Well, it was like a reimagining, and that's the problem.
Yeah, it was kind of like...
do that with a lot of movies and TV shows, oh, we're going to remake RoboCop. We're going to remake...
That's exactly what it reminds me of, Jake. It's exactly like that. It's literally like if you took some kid who was like, hey, 13-year-old dude, you heard of RoboCop before? And he's like, I kind of have heard about that, I guess, but no, I never saw it. I don't know what you're talking about. And then you took him to see the new RoboCop, and he was like, oh, that was all right. It was okay, cool. But like, if you watch the original RoboCop, he would probably be like, holy shit. Like, yeah. That shit.
It's all the likeness, it's the same look, but none of the passion, none of the care. None of the detail that was there originally.
Yeah, it's something missing. And again, it's like they think they can just rush these things up there. Just like they bring up Sasha Banks or they bring up anybody from NXT and they're like, oh, this will be great. It's like, no, it won't be, because 30% or 60% of the crowd has no fucking clue who this is. Watching on TV or in the whatever, the audience, they don't know. So you have to retell the story or show them why. Show the crowd why the crowd needs to care. And they don't do that. They just bring them up assuming everybody watch NXT. And I mean, I do, obviously, because why the fuck would you watch Raw and not watch NXT takeovers? Maybe you don't watch the week-to-week NXT show, but my God, if you don't watch 6 to 5 whatever takeovers a year that they have, I think you're on cocaine. I think you're on drugs. I don't know what's wrong with you. But yeah, so
and they've shown the same vignette over and over and over now for these, upcoming 6 wrestlers.
Yeah, now it's getting to be too much.
Different without giving any other explanation, nothing. Just the same vignette over and over again.
You know, it'd be good if one of them was doing a promo and I'm going to come after this person, and then they started talking about coming after them for weeks and weeks, and then like they could just do so many different little things, and it's like they're not doing anything really. Just show those promos again for the 900th time.
There's no care, there's no passion, there's no energy. They just don't give a damn, and that it shows. It's so blatantly obvious. And never mind just with that, but like the simple thing with Nia Jax tonight that really burnt my ass, that made me so upset, was the fact that for weeks now, they have explicitly stated there are no more absolute given rematches.
Right.
The rematch clause is out the fucking window. You got to earn it. You want it, you don't just get it. You got to earn it. You want to, get another shot at your title, you better do something, and that's what happened tonight. Triple H said that Seth, oh, look at that. That's what I was looking for. And you want your match? You got it. After Seth last week tried to get the rematch as well. We've seen it time and time again where people have to earn that title shot. Well, Nia comes out and she says, Rousey, are you forgetting about me? We have unfinished business. If Seth's getting his rematch tonight, when am I getting mine?
Right.
And it's like, bitch, are you retarded? How fucking stupid are you when they've literally said time and time again there are no
well they can say it all they want.
Matches.
They can say it all they want, but they got to tell the wrestlers to stop saying it too. They got to be like, listen, like just stop saying the rematch thing. It's weird because usually
you really have to.
Usually when you're Vince McMahon usually like bans that, like we're not doing that anymore, so stop saying it like that. So it's weird to me that they're still going with that Vince is allowing them, or maybe he's not and they're just saying it, but they're bringing it up a hell of a lot for seemingly wanting to move on from it. And again, this is like reminds me of I want SmackDown and Raw to be separate. I want you and Stephanie cutthroat. I want you to tear each other apart. I want to see that sibling rivalry. And then like 4 weeks later, Raw's like, don't forget to check out SmackDown tomorrow. And on SmackDown, and then SmackDown being like, as you saw last night on Raw, like, what the fuck, cutthroat? What is this? Like, what's the competition? Like, there is no competition. Stop pretending there's one if there isn't. I don't even want there to be
rivalry?
one.
Where's the bloodshed? Where's the feud? There
isn't. I don't even want one, but don't say there's one. There's no rivalry. It's the same show. It's just different. Nobody cares. There's no rivalry. So, but my point is, like, this is the Vince McMahon thing. Like, we're gonna do this right now, and then there's no follow up to it whatsoever. Like, oh, no rematches. Maybe there aren't, but they keep saying it like there are. It's like, did you listen to Vince a couple weeks ago? And by the way, nobody brought that up tonight. I thought when she said that, she was going to be like, did you hear Vince? Like, you don't guarantee anything. So get in the ring and, like, let's figure this out or whatever. Or, like, I expected Vince to come out or somebody to come out and be like, I don't know, but again, like, but what happened tonight? We didn't really see any authority figures except what? I mean, maybe I missed something, but I saw Triple H once. That was it.
Yeah, it was just Triple H that we had seen.
One time, right?
Yeah, just that one time with Seth. That's the only time I had seen anybody.
It's weird.
Aren't we supposed to be the authority?
Yeah, I know. It's weird because they're like, you're all the authority. But it's like, but more than ever, you guys are the authority. So what are you talking about? Vince and Shane and Triple H and Stephanie, you guys are the authority. If we were the authority, it would be like, you'd come out and be like, what do you guys want to see? And like, that would be you, the authority. How the hell are the people the authority? What the hell does that mean? And by the way, let's talk about,
no friggin' sense.
I'm so old school. I know that you just super chatted this, but I'm going to bring it up right now, even though your super chat will play again later. Thank you for the donations. By the way, guys, if you want to donate tonight, the link is in the description box down below for Streamlabs or Twitch alerts. And all the way at the bottom, there's a whole bunch of different amounts you can donate to the show if you want to. I really appreciate it. Obviously, they keep the show going. They keep me alive in that new house that I'm working on. Otherwise, the bank will take it back. So I really appreciate the donations. We certainly need them. And Skype, I hate you, and I want to choke you, Skype, and we'll figure that out later. But so we'll play the donations again in a second. Or if you want to super chat, the $ in the chat below is a super chat. Either way, you can do those. There's like 3 or 4 special super chat alerts. You can read that in the description too at the bottom. Okay, so to me tonight was another example of similar to Baron Corbin. On the night that Vince McMahon and Shane McMahon and Stephanie and Triple H all were in the ring, they appeared to let Baron Corbin continue to speak if he wanted to. And he sort of didn't do a great job, but he did get through it, and it was all right. But it was like he didn't come out of his shell at all. We sort of saw the robotic Baron Corbin jargon come out, and so like he got that right. He did a great job at playing Baron Corbin's robotic character that he has, but when they sort of let him go, he didn't show me that extra. And tonight, did they leave Braun Strowman out to dry?
It seemed like it. My God. This was, for a few people tonight, their worst promos they've given ever, and Braun is on that list. This was the worst he's been yet to date. This was embarrassingly awful.
What was that, dude? It was like, and again, don't you think that it was just like the Baron Corbin thing where they almost appeared to give Braun Strowman a chance to let himself out, and he continued to sort of play robot Braun Strowman character. Like he had no idea
like
what to do.
Shot to play with the big dogs. Like, what are you going to say to make Lesnar come out there? And it felt like finally that Paul and well, more Brock than anybody felt so bad that he was doing so poorly, that Braun was, and he was like, all right, I'm going to go out there. I'm going to save him. That's what it looked like.
I think that obviously Vince might have said something like, now, I don't know if they're not telling talent about this or they are. I'm not sure which one it is. I'm not sure if Vince said, and then at that point, you're going to have to say whatever you want to get him to come out there, and then he's going to come out. And Braun went, okay. Or if Vince said, you know, here's the lines, and then Brock will come out there. And then all of a sudden, that's not what happened, and then Braun all of a sudden had to think on his feet. I don't know which one of those things happened, but either way, it's the opportunity to speak. And I think, Brock made a good decision of going because unless he might have been directed to go, but he was going to, obviously, listen, if he drowns after a little while, you got to go out there. I mean, no matter what, you just got to go do it. But, Braun just appeared to come off like a doofus. I mean, dude.
They made him look like a moron. And Lesnar playing the chicken shit heel at this point doesn't really make sense because he's beaten Braun twice. Clean. Twice.
Yeah. Braun needed to...
I know one of the times he got hit with the title belt, but still, I mean, he's beaten him twice. Multiple F5s, done, over with.
I mean, dude,
he didn't even address that. He didn't bring it up.
I don't think it... I think they might be surprising these guys because the reason why is because, Braun couldn't and almost didn't want to vary from the script he was given. It was like he knew the scripted words, and once someone said, okay, improv now, his mind couldn't come off of programmed script. It's like, it's weird because my mind works both ways. I'm not very good at scripts. I'm not very good. So if you gave me the script, I might fuck the script up, but then when it comes time to ad-lib, I'll do better. But if you gave me bullet points, I'd probably hit every bullet point and then ad-lib in a great way. That's the best way for me to do it. But apparently for some of these guys, they've become so accustomed to, I just know script, and they're so freaked out about knowing the script that now that's all they know because that's all they worry about. Because in the past, they get yelled at and they get like fucking fucked over if they fuck up one word on this fucking script. So they're so insanely honed in on the script that when you're asked to go off script, you can't do it. And Braun, dude, what Braun should have done, I mean, if these guys are smart, they'd go, oh shit, I've got to make something up right now. Or, oh shit, I finally, like, so if you're somebody in the back and you're like, God, I wish I could go off script. When you hear that moment where Brock basically goes, you say your line, Brock says his line, you say your line, but then Brock says something else again, and then you have to come up with something, that should make you go, oh shit, yes. Because when Brock says, well, what are you going to do to him, though? And then Braun's like, right there, Braun should have gotten excited, like, what am I going to do to you? I'm going to finally do what this WWE audience wants to be done, and that's to end Brock Lesnar. I'm going to hurt you in that ring for every single time that you didn't show up to defend your championship, that you acted like the cowardly champ that you are, the cowardly lion. I'm going to devour you in the middle of this ring, and I'm going to chop you up into pieces, and I'm going to deliver you to that wife of yours living up in Canada. And like, I would have gone into a big promo about
that would have been great. And they literally showed that Braun couldn't hang out with the big dogs. He couldn't talk smack. He had no chance to he had a chance, but he had no rhyme or reason to make a rebuttal there. He literally just made himself look like a fool.
Brock.
Nothing. Oh, you're going to get these hands. Well, you already said that, and it was embarrassing for Braun, who's supposed to be, this monster among men, for Paul Heyman to basically look like $1 million and talk over him. Even Paul was in the back saying, "Oh, that's not going to make us come out." That was the essentiality of it. Heyman's like, "Oh, you're welcome. Thank you for the free lesson." That kind of idea.
By the way, you know how I would build. You know how I would have built this, Rob. You could have built something with these guys eventually. They're both hunters. Both guys hunt. Would have been great if Braun Strowman had said, "Not only am I better you at wrestling, but I'm a better hunter than you." And then he was like, "Oh yeah." So then they went out on a hunting trip together. Like to compete. Brock Lesnar and Braun Strowman on a hunting trip, and then it turns into a fight. It turns into a fight in the fucking woods, And I mean, I don't know if they can do that, WWE with guns, I don't know. It's just hunting. I mean, why can't you show a guy hunting? But either way, it would be great to see these guys get in a fight in the fucking forest. And, that's what led to the another match, or that's what led to this or that, or they're still having their match, but they also got in a fight while hunting in the forest, like shit like that. It's like they never come out of the box at all. But again, they tried, and maybe they're showing you guys, maybe they're showing us guys, maybe it's not their fault. Maybe they have tried this, and now they're saying, all right, we've tried this here or there, and we've realized the problems. You need to be shown this. Here you go. Here's Braun Strowman. That's what he is. He can't ad-lib. He can't do it. And he just stood there and went, oh. It's like, Brock, you like to hunt. You like to hunt innocent animals or whatever. You like to hunt animals. You're proud of that. Well, I'm a hunter too. I'm hunting Brock Lesnar's ass. Something like that. Anything, just something. But he just stood there. It'd be like if you went into a movie, movies became real life, and you could dive into the TV, and you're in the movie, and the character says something, and then you're like, I just fucked my asshole, but the PG character is like, what? Like, they don't even know what to do because it's not part of the script or whatever. That's like you like broken Braun Strowman tonight, dude. You had broken Braun Strowman.
The firmware needed an upgrade.
He fucking was broken tonight by Brock Lesnar, and that's the one thing I'm convinced that as weird as Brock Lesnar is at promos, Brock Lesnar can cut a promo. John Cena can cut a promo, and now it's starting to become a real thing when Cena's like, I got to keep coming back to carry your dumb asses. And it's like, it's real. Like, dude, these guys, Baron Corbin. But the thing is, we already know this. Baron Corbin last week actually did a better job, or a couple weeks ago, did a better job than Braun. But even Baron, it was almost like, in fact, I think what Baron did, by the way, I think Baron Corbin started repeating lines from like either previous times that he knows or had known, or from that night.
That makes sense.
And I'm dead serious. Go back and listen to it. It sounds like he just started being like, he found the closest rebuttal. It was like when I used to do sales and you couldn't ad-lib. You couldn't be like, well, the reason why you should buy the product is because you told me you have back problems, and, you know, if we could solve them, then that's going to be worth it to you, right? You know, but like, there was like a script that you had to read. So if someone said something that was kind of didn't match up with anything on the script, but it was close enough to this rebuttal, and you start reading the robotic rebuttal, it's like, it doesn't sound like you're a human, and they hang up the phone on you. That's what we're watching in the ring on some of these promos. Fucking just robotic. Like, what is this real?
Basketball dance off the concrete. I mean, I'm just so sick of you little meth devil worshippers. I'll be honest, I'd like to take a big bite out of your face.
Passed out 3 times during Raw. What's your guys' rating? Missed your show lately, so Happy New Year, Joe and Jake.
Thank you, Brahim.
And may Allah's damnation be on Israel.
Oh, my
Joe,
God.
You're better. Rogan is a gatekeeper.
Jesus Christ. So you might be a gatekeeper, though. That's true. I appreciate that. I'd probably give Raw tonight. I'd probably give Raw a 4 out of 10 tonight. The opening to Raw was curious. I will say that. And then, you know, things kind of fell apart a little bit. You know, what I will say is it wasn't a sleeper. I mean, like, seriously, it wasn't like I'm not falling dead asleep and just fucking this is over, you know. So that's the one thing I'll say. To me, I was somewhat interested. So I'd give it a 4 out of 10. Not good, but it was something. Darth Zato, thank you for subscribing to the channel. The problem is the question was answered. Are they going to do something drastically different? And they didn't really. They sort of tiptoed. They threw you a couple little sprinkles there. Aaron Clark is subscribing too, man. Tons of people subbing right now, man. We're on fire. So even though Skype is broken, I had some audio troubles. I'm working on moving into the new house, and I've been gone from the planet for the last couple days. You guys are still subbing, and all the old school people are dropping dollars. Bob Don just subbed. Shit, man. After him, John Tom is going to sub.
2.5 or a 3, probably closer to a 3. I like the 6-man tag. It wasn't great, but it was, you know, it was worth watching. The main event had some good action. The Bliss segment up until Nia got out there was okay.
Super chat.
Joe, you think Braun did a shoot promo tonight?
There's the question that led to all that conversation. I'm so old school. Thank you, bro. And I think they were putting him on the spot to shoot. Is what I think they were doing.
Do a little basketball dance off the concrete. I mean, I'm just so sick of you little meth head devil worshippers. I'll be honest, I'd like to take a big bite out of your face.
NJPW is better. Takahashi and Owens are back with Bullet Club. Jay White now going after Tanahashi. Israel did 9/11. Okada's got best drop kick. I like the Elite, but BC and Tama Tonga are better.
Jesus Christ. Brahim. Yeah, I like all those guys better too. I still haven't seen Wrestle Kingdom because I've been so busy with the house stuff, so it's been really crazy. But I thank you guys for subbing to the channel, man. We're over 60,000 subs. And I just uploaded the audio version of Corrupted with the return of Justin Bailey to Patreon, too, for all the people wondering.
Super Chat Party.
Dolph is on Fox Business Channel right now.
Oh, God. What's he talking about? How to put noodles in your hair?
Probably a stand-up.
Oh, yeah. Hey, let me tell you a joke. Obama and Trump walk into a bar. One of them leaves with a dick in his ass.
The other one gets a wall.
The other one gets a wall. Here's a super chat party. Thank you for that. I heard Wrestle Kingdom was all right, but I heard it was like definitely not as good as the last 3 years. People said that.
Dean's promo was good.
Which one? He had like several times tonight, didn't he? Honestly, I think I kind of missed his promo. What did you think of it, Jake?
when he was in the back, when they were trying to make it look like almost like he was in the boiler room kind of
Yeah.
scene, it wasn't bad with him talking about like, I'm doing what I can to keep my promise and keep my word. It wasn't a bad promo. It really wasn't. A little bit better than what we've gotten from him recently. So that's one of the things I enjoyed as well. And their main event match was good. It really was. Even with Bobby Lashley interfering, because you knew that was going to happen. The thing is, though, it's just, we've seen it. This is supposed to, we gave them their chance. We gave them their time. They had the 2 tape shows were like, all right, they're going to come back, all guns, blazing.
Yeah.
Full force. And that's not what we got. That's not what happened here. What was the only thing that we got new tonight, I think, would be seeing Sasha Banks go for the title. And even that is not really all that new in the realm of things. It's just hasn't happened in a long time. There was, this isn't the new era. We weren't the GMs. We weren't, in power making decisions. The shakeup is bullshit. And as you made note of before, we've seen Vince do this time and time again. People sent me a compilation video on Twitter of Vince coming out and we're gonna, I'm sorry, this isn't what we need to be doing, and we're gonna shake things up. It's gonna be better than ever. And then
shit!
You like steroids because I like steroids. I got steroids. You got steroids. I put the steroids in my veins. Put the steroids in my pain. Put the steroids in my brain. Then I fucking go insane. Jinder Mahal, Jinder Mahal. I put the needle in my balls. Needle in my balls. Jinder Mahal, Jinder Mahal. I'm big as a motherfucking
Allegedly.
goddamn garbage truck.
Allegedly.
Dilly, here for Joe and his new house.
Thank you.
Congrats. I was really into Raw up until I saw up next was Elias versus Corbin, and then I changed the channel. What do you guys think of the baseball field PPV? Would you like to one say in an NFL stadium?
Super chat.
I like
Super
it.
Chat.
Joe, that tag match Hogan said, did it ever happen?
Deftones, thank you for the donation, and I kind of like it at the baseball field. I'm ready for it. I'm so old school. What's he talking about with the tag match?
I'm not sure, honestly.
Yeah, I'm not sure either. I'm so old school. You have to clarify, and I'm half alive right now anyway from not sleeping. I'm actually...
Yeah, I'm on the other end of that spectrum, overly medicated. He said, Joe, the tag match Hogan said, did it ever happen?
Hogan said a tag match tonight?
I'm trying to go back and think. He said something.
I mean, is this TNA 2010? I mean...
I might have missed it, but...
maybe I did miss it, because I did miss a few things tonight. I will say that. I don't know. Allegedly derailed Drew's anus, someone said in the chat too. I like that as well. Yeah, Renee Young was cringe as always on commentary. She's a nightmare to listen to. Michael Cole sucks. The commentary, none of this is ever going to get better with this commentary team. It just doesn't. Like, I was sitting there thinking about if I muted my TV and I called this show and then still stooged out for the things that Vince once said, like Michael Cole has to say, I'm 100% sure I can still paint a better picture of these matches and show. Like
absolutely. We saw it in the video you uploaded the other day. With big bacon bread. So AllSTAR.
I was just like, if there was some sort of real
Evan that he was referring to. Yeah.
With who? What?
I don't know.
Oh, with Mean Gene in heaven?
Yeah.
Okay, I get it now. Yeah. Yeah. Well, you know something, brother? Me and Mean Gene, man, we've been touching each other all night. It's really weird.
Yeah, Macho Man Warrior versus Mr. Perfect and Roddy Piper,
Yeah. Corey Graves is, he's hit or miss right now. For me, it's weird. He's hit or miss, dude. But I've never said this about anybody. I remember the first time I said I didn't like an announcer was... Now, keep in mind, I've been watching wrestling since 1987. And the first time I said, oh, God, I don't like this guy, was WrestleMania 9. Jim Ross, at first, I didn't like him when I was a kid. I was like, what the hell was this guy?
I didn't care for Michael Cole.
No, but hear me out first, because I love Jim Ross. But after I heard Jim Ross a couple more times, I loved Jim Ross. It's like right away. But the first time I really hated somebody was, I'm with you, Jake, was Michael Cole. WrestleMania 15 or around that time. When JR left, I was like, no. Like, Michael Cole was so bad to me. I was like, he's just not the guy to be the announcer. It's just, Michael Cole is not good. But he's so much worse now than he was then. His voice got better, but he's just terrible. He sounds like he's acting. But remember, WrestleMania 9, around that time, when Jim Ross had just come into the WWE, that's when I was like, who's this guy? And it took me a minute to warm up to him. But my point is, I never warmed up to Michael Cole, ever.
Super chat. Super chat.
New show. Monday Night Mute. Joe commentary.
Yeah, I mean, I might do it on Patreon. I think there's something illegal about it, though, to be honest. I don't think I've tried that. What was that?
That would be fun if we can commentate it, but...
Yeah, if I could do it. The Goon. Thank you, Goon.
Fuck it.
Fuck it. Mean Gene Okerlund just dropping $4, man. Holy balls. My goodness, Hulk Hogan, can you believe the size of your underwear? So the thing is, yeah, I liked everybody, man. Jesse and Vince was great. Even Lord Alfred Hayes and Jesse or anybody. Bobby the Brain Heenan and Gorilla and Jesse.
I mean, they're classic right there. That's some of the best. But
Lawler and Jim Ross, Vince and Lawler. I mean, everybody was good until I heard Cole. Everybody was good to me until I heard Cole the first time.
I remember seeing Michael Cole backstage at first. And then when I heard him on the announce booth, I'm like, how did this guy get this job? Even at a young age, I'm like, who did he blow? Because it just didn't make sense. Like, he didn't have the voice, the sound, the look, especially the look at that point in time. He stood out like, you know.
He didn't look. He had a rat face. But one thing is, Michael Cole, he was a great backstage interviewer, and he is good. Like, he is good. I just don't like him. Like,
well, he became an easy target for both the faces and the heels to shit on.
Yeah,
because the faces then were all about trashing, you know, everybody, and the heels really dug in. So I mean, and sometimes the faces, like The Rock, were worse than the heels. So I mean, it just worked. He was easy to pick on. I mean, even Heidenreich raped him. You know, it just he was always an easy target.
That's like what Vince does to him mentally every show.
Yeah, a little bit of revenge.
Super Chat Party.
The show is mediocre. Save us, Kenny Omega.
Yeah, he wouldn't, though. You know, the only thing that would be exciting was if Kenny Omega were to come out for like a second, it'd be exciting, and then after that, you'd find out what they do with him, and it would go to shit probably. But every year there's the rumors about Kenny Omega in the Rumble. Every year.
Yeah, because Wrestle Kingdom happens, 3 weeks beforehand, so it just lines up so perfectly. And this year, there's so much fuel in that fire because he is done with New Japan. So,
imagine if there was no AEW. The rumors would be crazy. It would definitely.
If they didn't open up their own company, then I think it would be a set deal. But they have a great deal of financial support with that family back in the Ron family. So I mean, there's just,
all the reports were like, AEW on par with WWE and everything. So it's pretty crazy. It's
financially and as far as their connects and contacts too. And they're not worried about, I guess, being locked out of arenas, as we had brought up on Out of Nowhere, because obviously they own certain stadiums and arenas and they have contracts with other ones. So they're like, you block us out, that's okay. We still have other places to go from.
Yeah, it's I just hope that they can get this I don't know, the AEW to be really good, man. I hope that it's good because I need something to watch, man. This has been just so bad. Nick Grasso, the donations, I think under $3 on regular donations don't pop up. So Raw sucked as always.
If
the
they
good
riddled
thing
it
is
with ads and put it up on like a Twitch type platform or even YouTube and Twitch, they could be gigantic. They could, I swear, parallel or beat the Raw ratings if it was open to the public.
Yeah.
I really think they would have a chance to do so online.
Well, I don't know.
I'd say Twitch doesn't garner that type of viewership. If they did it right, the paid wrestling program that What Culture started and all that, they had a couple 100,000. So did Impact on Twitch, at point or on TV, excuse me, and on Twitch, they started to garner a little bit more attention, but it wasn't really advertised well, and they didn't really have, the greatest of schedules. But if someone really got into streaming, every week there was a set time and product, and they really, everything was intertwined nicely, I think they could be so successful.
Yeah. Yeah, I think they could. I don't know if they could get that high right up. I mean, like, I'm trying to envision even 1 million people watching live on the stream. I don't think they could get to that.
Video on demand service, and maybe not live.
Fuck yeah, I got everyone's addresses, man. I got everyone's fucking addresses, man.
Joe, you see they're remaking Rudy with a transgender.
Are you joking, man?
I hope that's a joke.
They're remaking Rudy with a transgender? I mean, that's got to be a joke, right? That's got to be.
It has to be. But isn't it bad that we don't know if they're kidding or not?
No, we don't have idea.
Isn't that the joke in itself? We don't. If you heard that 5 years ago, we'd just be laughing. Now you're like, wait, really?
Christ, dude. I've been.
How dare you call me sir?
Yeah,
I'm still.
Somebody like the coach.
GameStop clip is priceless.
The coach tells people to make fun of him on the bench, so he'll go out and kill someone on the other team. It's like Waterboy meets Rudy. Dude, my fucking cough right now is horrific. And I'm just dead, man. I got
everyone's addresses, man. I got everyone's fucking addresses, man.
For the love of wrestling, Kenny Omega, stay away from the world's worst entertainment.
Yeah, don't come
Watching
here.
Raw right now, Mean Gene was the only watchable part.
Wild Panther. Thank you very much, Wild Panther, for the $5 donation. And that's about it, man. Giving it a 4 out of 10. We take calls, but Skype is fucked tonight, so I'm not going to take calls. I'm going to cut it. I'm going to try to fix everything that's going on here by the end of the week, if we can do that, but I don't know what the other option is without Skype's ability to take phone calls. I have to come up with a new way of doing things. And I bet your Reimpact has been better, to be honest. In fact, Homecoming, I heard, was pretty good from a lot of people. That Homecoming was good. And I missed that. I missed everything this week, but that's just the way it is.
Yeah, really. We got enough going on.
The
one thing I was going to bring up, Matt the Misfit sent me a funny clip before at one of the house shows over the weekend. Seth hit Dean with the curb stomp, got a 3 count, and Dean stayed in the ring and sold it after everybody had left the arena. Like, he stayed in that knocked out position for well over 15 minutes. They started to unpack and, pack up the ring and just get rid of all this stuff. And there was Dean just still laid out in the middle of the ring. And that's the kind of stuff that makes you like fall in love with wrestling again. Like, you see.
Really? That's the stuff that makes you fall in love with it?
Just the way that they can have fun and, like there's still some hope left. Those kind of like silly moments.
I don't know, bro. That doesn't, to me, that's a gimmicky, stupid thing. I don't even like that. It's like, okay, so.
Well, you wouldn't see it on TV. It makes me laugh that they're still enjoying themselves.
Oh, yeah, okay. Basically. I mean, I guess you're right. I mean, they do goofy shit.
They haven't given up all hope, I guess is what I'm trying to convey. Like, they're still having
That doesn't
fun
mean they've given up.
They still like their jobs gives me a sense of hope.
Well, they love having fun on the house shows, but I don't know if that tells you any different than.
It just kind of
Give it a hell yeah!
Oh, will you stop? Barcode. Let the pigeons loose. Oh my god. Mamma mia. Wham. Oh, look at the puppies. This arena has come unglued. What a maneuver.
What a maneuver! My god. The Goon.
It just gives me, kind of a silly sense of hope that, they're not just still 100% there for a paycheck.
Give it a hell yeah!
Faith in wrestling.
This balding midget fuck Mean Gene couldn't even let me have the spotlight in death. Overshadowed again. I guess it's only fitting since I was a failure at everything else I did. Hell, at least Evil Evil's dick feels good in my ass while I'm down here.
Oh God, Super Dave Osborne. I'm sorry, man. Yeah, you were basically buried. I mean, you were basically left out. You were overshadowed by Mean Gene. Mean Gene became the bigger star, unfortunately. A wrestling guy. And you lived in Hollywood, but it didn't help you any much there. Listen, we're going to get out of here just because there's nothing more to do, or ending a little bit earlier than usual tonight just because all the shit I got to do. Plus, not only is Skype broken, but I can fucking barely breathe right now. I'm fucking dying, dude.
You're dying on me. It's all those paint fumes.
It could be. I was smelling a lot of paint fumes today, and I was like, this can't be good for me. And I didn't open a window for a while, so I was like, oh, maybe it's in my brain at this point.
Trying to get high as you're painting,
I'm like, this feels really good, man. I like this. I like this a lot. We'll see you tomorrow night, guys, for the, I believe I will be able to do the SmackDown review tomorrow. It may be from my cell phone in a different capacity. I'm not sure yet on that. I'll let you know. But that's it for me, man. That's it for me. And by the way, everything will be back to normal, hopefully, on my show starting Wednesday night or Thursday. Probably Wednesday night out of nowhere. We'll be live from the old location or the new location. And that's about it. I just feel like I can't really talk too much more because I'm coughing and I'm really taking these breaths and shit like that. I'm fucking dying, bro. I need like bronchiolitis or something. I got some bronchial shit or something wrong with me. That's why I've been coughing, I think, for like months. But I have no health insurance yet because I have to pay $1,000 for it. So if he dies,
Dr. Jake's pharmacy.
Yeah, just go get a nurse for me, somebody. I don't know. I will see you guys later. More to come. And Mordecai. No, Patreon.com/Joe Cronin Show, guys, if you want to support. Plus, you get access to 30 hours of bonus content a month. Corrupted episode 81 is up now on Patreon in audio format for all you $2 and above patrons a month. And that's it, man. Thanks to everybody who dropped a couple bucks during the show tonight. Dropped some donations. I appreciate it. And fuck it, that's it, man. Hopefully SmackDown is really good tomorrow, because wow. But we got the answer. The shake-up, the change, all the stuff that was happening. It's basically the same old shit, as we thought it might be.
It's JCS, and everybody know we the best, and everybody loves Joe Cronin. That's why we all love the tune, and everybody loves out of nowhere. Monetize this bitch is in the air. Run SmackDown reviews, so don't you fear. So tune in every night right here. Yeah, yeah. You know it's Cronin. Tell them that we own it. On almost every night, bitch, we got the potion. Laying back in my whip, puffing straight coasting. Turn on the app, it's live, Joe Cronin. Raw reviews, don't forget SmackDown too. He's on Twitch, on Twitter, and YouTube. So if you want a dose, homie, of the real shit, tune in right now for some heel shit. It's JCS, and everybody know we the best, and everybody loves Joe Cronin. That's why we all love the tune, and everybody loves out of nowhere. Monetize this bitch is in the air. Run SmackDown reviews, so don't you fear. So tune in every night right here. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, it's JCS. Everybody here knows not the test. Cross Joe on the shelf like the rest. And life goes on, cause we the best. Everybody know Joe states facts. More views than your ass, check the stats. Keep talking till your ass gets smacked. Keep it up, then your ass gets clapped. Everybody tunes in, cause we all love it. Joe's real, he ain't no motherfucking fake puppet. Tells you what it is, homie, and you better love it. And if not,